Yes, I was just trying to work out what the ninth letter was. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's clever, it's good, it's good. Iron Confederacy declared war on Lloyd's ministry. Free People's Union of Emilian Wainwright declared war. Okay, so that is the communist bot exploding. God, just how many of them are fighting? Good grief. That was all of this. Entrance. What the heck is entrance? Entrance to the Rockies? Yeah, there's a pass here. Fair enough. Vault Healthcare. Glider. Wait, oh no, you can't skip those. Vault Healthcare was one of these. That's still a long way ahead of time. Oh, so we need to have Scout Kit before we can even get Potato Power Armor. Let's go ahead and grab it. May as well. We can build gliders, but I see no reason to do that. We can build support equipment. I do see a reason to do that. Drop City can't upgrade, can it? However, what we can do is nothing. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to purchase some gun runner kit. And buy some more basic ballistic weaponry. Nice and cheap. Can I buy robots from anyone? No. Question 2. These guys require anything other than support robots. Nope, that's it. They don't use guns at all. Interesting. Well, we can trade another city guard, so we may as well get that going. Contact lost. Quick, send some rescue mission. Nope, that doesn't seem to be available. Quick, don't send a rescue mission. Change acquired, declared war on lost patrol. There is a rescue team. Make it happen. We found them! Good. And now we can modify the government again. Experience soldier loss. That's quite good. Stability war support. That's also good. Model citizen stability. That's also good. Construction speed though. We're going to go with that.
Hey.
I think a bunch of the communist robots have the same focus tree. It's just whichever comes out on top. Oh no, maybe not. The only one that seems to actually have any right now is Strathcommune. Big Grass. Right, Big Grass is also one. Vermilion Wainwright. Nothing. And Confederacy we already saw. Commonwealth Remnants. Also nothing. So the only ones that have anything special right now are Strathcommune and Big Grass. I wouldn't be surprised if that's another thing that gets fleshed out though. Like I said, a lot of the Canadian Montanan stuff is not ready yet. Rogue Rangers declared we're on the Guardians. So that's all kicking off already. Was there anything else I could buy? Well, it's cheap. Like bikes, so we could at least send scavengers off. Butcher Peats for things like the dynamite and the grenades might be a good idea. Dynamite in particular, let's buy some of that. Mavens I'm not really worried about. And then yes, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy some bicycles because that will work as cheap transport as well. Oh, we can deploy the robots. The ribbits are ready. How many ribbits do we have? We've got one.
Hello.
Okay. Bionic arm, hello. Another motorbike or something rumbling past. Are any of these permanent? And the other ones are all based on how much they like us. Seed selection finished, so that was the population growth where we actually went a fair amount ahead of time. This is still ahead of time. Ah, we could work on bikes though. Let's do that. Can you buy bikes to get the faster expeditions unlocked? Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Speaking of which, can I start on those? No, I can't. 45 days. That was a long focus. Ouroboros took several states. Jolly good. Capitol Hill has fallen. After fierce resistance, Capitol Hill has fallen to the Olympus tribe. Brotherhood forces staunchly defended their position till the last shots were fired. Cowards were shot when they fled from their positions, but with ammunition supplies dwindling, the order was given at dusk to hastily withdraw from their positions, running into the Olympus tribe. Washington Brotherhood is dead. That's going to be interesting. Rot Purges declared we're on Old Country. And I'll say it again, really wish that Old Country had their own focus tree. Amenities exports, finished. Gecko Power Plant will gain manpower and construction speed. That sounds pretty cool. State population increased by 5,000. That also sounds cool. And then we get some more civilian workshops. Maybe we should go down this tree. Resources, I mean, resources are always good. Immigrant technicians also sounds good. I mean, infantry equipment production cost kind of puts us back into regular soldiers again. this goes all the way down here. The Independence focus tree seems to be quite a lot bigger. I'm wondering when I want to expel the NCR. Probably not until war support matters more. So I think we'll do the long time coming, because I very much do want to get this, which requires ghoul immigrants. Let's go. We have protected Gecko for decades, but now we must decide the fate of the ghouls. Let us extend a hand to these poor creatures after putting on a hazmat suit, of course. Harsh. Yeah, in the previous game that we played, Washington Brotherhood won. Power armor needs guns too. That's true. That is very true. Someone slamming doors. Very loudly. Just making sure they're not banging on my door. Don't think so. I'm going to keep my ear open just in case. Automated warfare. Crush's army declared war on the unity of Austin. So that's one of the big fights happening. That's you slamming the door, sorry. Oh, stop it. Human targeting firmware. Command and control attachment organization plus 40. Alright, let's research that and see what happens. What do I need to research to get CNCs? Right, I just need the CNC bot. CNC scrap bot. Yarp. It was an adoring fan. The joys of living out of a hotel room. Yeah, especially when I got my headset on, I can't hear a damn thing otherwise, except for very loud noises. Send out manual prospect. We have it. Oh, maybe it's because I don't actually produce vehicles, is why it's saying there's an unavailable option. We'll send out the manual people again. Need to wait until we've actually researched scrap bicycles, and maybe we'll be able to actually send out motorized. Otherwise, we'll need to put a factory onto production briefly. Deus Lols, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. When am I supposed to move into the new place? 1st of July. And then I need to get all of my stuff shipped to me, so I don't know exactly when I'll be on to the new setup, but at least I'll be in my own place, as opposed to a hotel. Then I just need to deal with permanent neighbours. But from what I've been told, Swedish house construction's usually pretty sturdy, so it should be thick walls. I'm not pissing off my neighbours at 1 in the morning. Although I'm still, I find it really hard to judge what the soundproofing in this place is like. I think it's actually really good, except for the front door. Like, if you're in the corridor, you can hear everything. But, like, I've never heard my neighbours unless they're, like, turning water on or something. But then I think it's pipes. Like, I've never heard them talking. I've never heard a television. Nothing like that. And movement from upstairs. I can hear that too. Right. We can go for another person. I'm not at war yet, so I don't think that's particularly important. We could bring in outsiders. We don't have any non-core manpower, so that doesn't seem particularly useful. Let's start working on the legendary wastelanders. Oh no, explosives! Research speed, power armor max speed with greasers. Steel soldiers, so we could get better robots, except for defense. And honestly, if I do get some power armor units, that might be good. Cheaper support equipment, but that's literally just support equipment. Funding the army is not until 30 war support. We have to kick out the NCR, then we get 10% war support back again. So we'll go up to 27. So I'm kind of sitting here with half an eye on world tension, because world tension increases war support. Once that hits 20, that's when I think we kick out the NCR. So then we can start funding the army. That's what I'm kind of looking at the moment. Don't think we need any of you. So yeah, we may as well get legendary wastelanders. Start making our units more elite, especially because this unlocks more special units too. Hand warband declared war on Lone Star. Go get him, Lone Star! You can do it! I believe in you. Vault City is worth a small fortune, good grief. I guess that's part of the reason why this place keeps on leveling up so fast. Lanius took out the Blue Rose Society. That was a long war. That took him a while. Yeah, see, I have trade caravans going to New Canaan and also Reno. I'm still only on one maximum route. See, that should probably have increased my maximum route number. Otherwise, if I ever remove my route from New Reno, will I ever be able to put them back again? Probably not. Warrior training. That was up here. Come on, scroll. Thank you. Let's also get crowd control, just so I have access to it. In case we ever go a-conquering. What tech level is Vault City? Sophisticated and everything except for support, which is advanced, and also, like, all of the production stuff is advanced. In fact, it would be easier if I just showed you. There you go. See, all of this is sophisticated, as is support. Which is why we're going with robots with support units. See how it works. What do I think of the new naval update dev diary? I thought it was interesting. Sub 3's got a nerf, which was needed. Positioning got updated. So having large fleets entering combat late is better, which means that the strike force with patrols works more. It's good. Generally reducing movement speed of all ships to be more even, I think is good. Tweaking the way that hits work is good. Changing the tech trees, for example, adding more dual purpose armaments, which will increase the amount of AA that ships have, is really good, because that will help counter naval bomber spam, so that people actually use ships instead of just building naval bombers, which is just boring. So yeah, generally I think they're good changes. I'm just going for barrage balloons so I can be ready to build fighters as soon as motorized flight is complete. And a long time coming. It's almost done. It's a very long time coming indeed. 80s took 3 states. Ruby Valley Refuge was our next. Shield in Nevada. This requires a proper army. This also requires you to be in the NCR, which means that this doesn't kick you out of the NCR, it just gets rid of their garrison. And we're not actually a puppet. I thought we were. Huh. And we just got paid! Lynette's proposal that Ghouls can apply for citizenship in Vault City met with less opposition than one might expect. For 3 decades now, the two towns have forged a spirit of cooperation, as Gecko's power production helped Vault City sustain itself. The harsh xenophobia of many of the Vault City's leaders faded into obscurity, but under Lynette it is time to take the next step. Inspired by the vision of equality that once animated the old world, Lynette, Phaetus and Lenny will work to build a brighter future for all. One where human and ghoul labour side by side to create a centre of learning and tolerance, where once only stood enmity and distrust. So we now allow ghoul recruitment. And Festus joins with industrial specialization, appeal to refugees increase. Sweet. Wait, that's Dweller Ian. We hired him. Where's Festus? I feel like some of the advisors that we're supposed to be getting aren't happening. Or did it just make him available? It made him available. Ah, okay. Still don't know what happened to Gecko. Gecko Gordon. Thought the focus was going to kick the ghouls out. No, because remember part of our agreement here was... Welcome? No. We didn't do mutant threat. So we can heal the ghouls, which will make the power plant more efficient. We also increase construction speed, which is nice. Or we can, or we can increase that. Do we need both? We need both. So let's go with construction speed first, because then we can benefit from that for longer. Sadly, our dreams of providing a cure for ghouls never panned out, but certainly we can do much to minimise their suffering and help with the variety of ailments. In turn, they'll be willing to serve Vault City. Be cool if you could get special ghoul divisions that weren't affected by certain weathers, like red storms. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the type of thing they add once they've done Old Country, because Old Country is the big ghoul nation. Troll Warren declared war on the Rib Breakers. Ouroboros declared war on Dry Blowers. And it's just official, like whenever Breaker comes up, it has to be said in a Yorkshire accent. Rib Breakers. Arm Breakers. Where's the other Breaker? It's another game that has breakers in it, and I always say it like that. Wave breakers, that was it. It's the aquatic. The Yorkshire whales. The Yorkshire space whales. Last patrol took 2 states, change choir are next. Good stuff. She does have a focus tree now, yes. Yes, they do. Well, no, they have half a focus tree. Forgot about that. So you have this bit which is unique to She, and then the rest of it is just settlers. Lanius's cohort declared war on Mezzacalo. And City Guard is almost ready for deployment, which is good. We have got more than enough equipment to begin training another City Guard, I think. And possibly enough to start training a Robo. Yeah, may as well. They'll be a little bit short on kit, but at least they can start training. There he is, ready for duty. Boop.
Hello.
Hey Mordred, here in Solaris, multiple archaeological sites, but one archaeologist. Should I use a regular scientist for, or should I wait for the archaeologist? I mean, there's no real hurry to do archaeological sites, so just wait until your main archaeologist is ready. I'm also a little bit surprised that we've not had a border skirmish against the Jackals, to be honest. Been kind of preparing for it for a long time now, and it's just never happened. Texan Brotherhood declared war on the Carthaginian gang. Trying to learn Japan and USA on how to find watching YouTube helps me understand the Navy. I still stuck with the land war against China. I play vanilla for achievements. Right. It's good. Glad to be of service. I'm still amazed by how well the Japan series is doing. Like, I still get comments and stuff on it. Like, YouTube is clearly pushing it far more than some of my more recent series. Alright, here's the power armor. Let's go ahead and start researching you. Oh, of course we could use power armor support units. Robots with power armor support. Now that makes sense. Can you actually do support units as a support company, or is it purely support units as in a platoon? That I don't remember. No, you can do power armor support. Curious. Is Vault for Action strong late game? I don't know. It's currently 22.75. I have not reached the late game with them. If anything, I'm still very much in the early game. Hold on, shouldn't I have received 2 off-map civilian factories? I did. But because of my consumer goods thing being so bad, they never actually contributed anything. Fine.